to rank some AFC teams because it's getting quite interesting in the NFL. So last night, obviously, the Ravens beat the Colts, right? And this opens up the discussion as who's the best team in the AFC and where do the power rankings fall. I think the debate is more towards the bottom of the top 5 than it is at the top, so let's begin there. At number 5, who would you put at number 5?
Well, I understand that this list, my list is your list is your list, kind of how the money works in our household.
Exactly.
But I'll take a stab at it. Tell me if you allow it.
Okay.
I'm a Cincinnati native. I really beat the drum at this network for the Cincinnati Bengals. People are slowly jumping on the bandwagon.
He's the only person at this network that beats the drum for the Cincinnati Bengals.
But that's changing, Shay.
Okay.
You want to know why? Joey
Burrow,
baby. He's got to be the comeback player of the year at this point. He's established himself as a future as bright as anybody. He's delivering right now. And oh, by the way, Jamar Chase, his old running mate there at LSU, is probably the front runner for rookie of the year with what he's doing. That is an incredibly underrated defense at every level. So people are going to go crazy for seeing this at number 5. But it's a legitimate argument. I got the Bengals at number 5. If they beat, a field goal from Evan McPherson goes in, they beat the Packers, and people are talking about them at maybe 4, 3, or even higher.
Here's what I'll say, and the Browns is the debate here for me at number 5. Like, that's where I would have put the Browns in this list.
Sure.
But when Baker Mayfield has the ball last in football games, and we've seen it now twice, he can't win. If Joe Burrow
you see what he did in that game? You're going to take shots at Baker Mayfield?
These are just facts. If Joe Burrow has the ball last, I think he can go and win football games. And so if I'm going to pick quarterbacks, I'm going to take, at this point now so far, Joe Burrow. And we're going to see these two teams play twice this season, and so we can decide further from there.
At what point are people going to accept Baker Mayfield and say, he's a darn good quarterback in this?
He's a darn good quarterback, but we haven't seen him win against formidable opponents.
Hey, I'll take the Bengals over the Browns all day. No argument there.
At number 4, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put the Chiefs here, okay? And I know they are last place in the AFC West, and I understand that this is a year where the defense is historically low. It's terrible. It's giving up more passing yards than any other team in the NFL. However, they beat the Browns, right? If they played the Bengals, I would also think they would beat the Bengals. It doesn't matter if their defense can't stop a nosebleed.
Patrick Mahomes throwing that ball all over the yard.
That was an anomaly, I think.
It's been throughout the season.
No, it was worse. It was worse this weekend than it has been in weeks past.
Like I said, it's her list ultimately. So, I would have put the Browns at 4, but go ahead. Let's keep it moving.
The Chiefs beat the Browns, so the Chiefs go at number 4.
Can I take number 3?
Go ahead.
It's got to be the Ravens.
Got to be.
And I wanted to put them even higher, to be honest, Shay. A lot of quality MVP candidates out there. You could argue about Justin Herbert. You could argue about a few people. Josh Allen.
Yeah, of course.
But to me, after what we saw Monday night with Lamar Jackson, this guy literally does it all. There's injuries on that team, and a lot of times they say, hey, go win us a football game. And a lot of times he has to do it with his legs. Threw for over 400 yards in this one. That defense is slowly getting better. I think the Ravens are only going up. I got them at 3 for right now. Well, you can't argue this one.
No, I can't at all. I mean, 22 unanswered points means the defense is playing pretty well. Also, the best thing about the Ravens, everyone in the National Football League knows they're going to run the football. And what do they continue to do? Run it effectively.
But
it doesn't matter
also
who
now
playing.
The downfield passing. I mean, you've seen Hollywood Brown, Mark Andrews. Like, this guy's finding his weapons and his targets, and he's doing it with both. He's a true dual threat guy, Lamar Jackson.
Okay, now I don't know if there's a debate here, but the Chargers have got to go at number 2 for me. And for
now you're on a bandwagon, a one-loss team, and now you want to talk about these Chargers. I don't get why everybody's talking about Justin Herbert.
When did I ever say that?
You said,
last year, I said that because
you said he was overrated coming into the season.
I said he was overrated coming into the season because I thought with crowd noise and it being a different kind of atmosphere than it was in his rookie season, he might have some bumps and bruises, struggle a little bit along the way. He has proved me completely wrong. This Charger team now knows how to win, and what I love is that they're aggressive, thanks to Brandon Staley, their head coach, and they go for it on 4th down over and over again, and it results in points and ultimately in victories. They're a force to be reckoned with.
You could argue they're the most balanced team on both sides of the football as well. A true argument to be made for them at number 1. But I think we are both in agreement on this one. That's why we're partners in life, because we also agree on who the top dog is in the AFC.
I mean, it's clearly Josh Allen.
Josh Allen is a bad man, Shay.
Heading into this weekend, the best quarterback the Bills had faced in terms of their defense was Big Ben before this weekend, right? Well, then we obviously saw them go up against Patrick Mahomes, and Josh Allen now and the Bills have completely figured out the Chiefs. They are definitely now the supreme in the AFC.
And I think you get the elephant off your back. You know, you go back to the AFC Championship game a year ago where they got out to the early start. The Chiefs ultimately win that game. You outduel Patrick Mahomes, not only outduel, but dominate him on Sunday night. And now it's clear the Bills are the best team in the AFC. Wow.
Sorry, Chiefs, move over.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.